Now let's take a look at the options for constraints using the alter table command when changing tables. Once again, I'm in the Oracle documentation. I'm going to click the master book list. I am going to scroll down until I reach the SQL language reference. It's a bit difficult to pick it out. I've highlighted it already. There it is. I'm going to Control F and search for alter table. I'm clicking alter table. And I'm scrolling down to find the various options. Alter table, constraint clauses. Scroll down again, click constraint clauses, and here we have it. I can add out-of-line constraints, which we saw in the previous course in detail. I can modify certain types of constraints, and I can modify their constraint states, which we will see in a movie shortly. But it should be important to note that I can modify a constraint by name and its state only. I can modify the state of a primary key only, and I can modify the state of a unique key. I cannot actually modify the constraints themselves. Certainly not like this. What I really have to do when I want to modify a constraint is I need to drop it and re-add it again. But I can change its state. State we'll go through, but basically the state of a constraint is it enabled or is it disabled? Is it active or not? I can also rename a constraint from an old name to a new name, and thus I can refer to it as a modifier constraint, constraint name, constraint state, and so on and so forth. I can also drop constraints, as in a primary key, a unique key, or a constraint by name, much the same as modification, but additionally I can cascade, which allows me to drop all dependent referential integrity keys and indexes if I want to. It's rather dangerous and can slow things down, but we'll go through that in detail in a later movie. That is the basic options for working with constraints within the confines of the alter table command.